Welcome to Beyond the Paycheck. I'm Paula Christine. Living paycheck to paycheck and struggling to get ahead really sucks. But you can take control of your money and live the life that you dream about with knowledge and commitment. I'll provide you with the knowledge. It's up to you to make the commitment. Today, we're going to change it up a little bit. I've gotten a couple questions from some of the people that have been taking my course. So I've asked Patty to join us, and she's going to ask some of the questions that she would like answers to. So welcome, Patty.
Hi, Paula. Thanks for having me today.
Oh, no, thank you. Thank you for joining us. So what is your first question?
So, Paula, I'm in my 30s and I have most of my money saved up in my savings account. And when it comes to managing my finances to plan for the future, where should I start?
Okay, so that's a great question. When we talk about managing money or managing your finances, the first place that I would say to start would be learning where your money is going. So how much money you have coming in and how much money you have going out. So the best way to do that is to create a budget and a tracking system. Now, if you're talking about investing, then I would say that you would want to start meeting with a financial planner. Or you can visit my website, paulachristine.com, and check out my Making Money Matter financial course, which covers both of these topics. So next question.
So when it comes to managing finances, what is a financial planner's role?
So what a financial planner does is help you manage your money to reach your long-term financial goals. So they'll work with you to build a comprehensive financial plan, taking into consideration your current income, your current situation, and your long-term goals. They'll look at your insurance needs, look at your investment objectives, tax strategies, and estate planning, or they can just advise you on one. So when you work with a planner, they can do an overall plan for you, or they can just advise you on one section of the things that we just mentioned. It all depends on what role you would like them to play for you. Next question.
So how does a financial planner help me invest?
So when you sit down to meet with a financial planner, they will review your current portfolio, and they will help you manage the asset allocation to make sure that it fits your goals and your risk tolerance. And then they'll make recommendations. They're also there to hold your hand, to advise you when to make adjustments. So let me give you an example. Let's just say if your goal is to retire in 30 or 35 years and all your money is basically invested in cash. So you're not likely to reach that goal because of inflation and taxation. So the role of the planner will be to work with you to build a portfolio to move from cash to other investments that will give you a better chance to reach your goals. So they will be helping you manage your portfolio allocations and your expectations, along with holding your hand so that if things happen, you have someone that can support you.
When you say invested in cash, what do you mean by cash? Is that something that's in your savings account, or are we talking 401k?
No, you'd be surprised at the number of people that when they're given their 401ks to enroll, they're afraid to pick an investment option. They're afraid to be too aggressive and they're afraid to be too conservative, so they don't pick anything. So a lot of them are invested in just cash. So I just use that as an example and how a financial planner can help you. Does that answer your question?
Yes. So how does a financial planner get paid? Is there a monthly fee? Is there a weekly fee? Is there a yearly fee? How does it work?
So how a financial planner gets paid, they get paid in a couple of different ways. So when you work with a planner, you can just have that financial retirement plan built. They can charge you a one-time planning fee, give you the recommendations, and then you can implement them yourself. Or you can hire them to manage your financial plan and your portfolio, and they'll usually charge you a percentage of that portfolio as a fee for that management. And typically it's about 1% depending on your portfolio size.
Would you recommend that I hire somebody to manage a portfolio for me, or should I build my own and manage it myself?
So it really depends on if you want to take the time to do all the research and to manage your own investments, or would you like to hire someone that will do that for you? I've told people in the past that, if you want to go out and vacation and have fun and not pay attention to your 401k on a daily basis or your other investments, then I would hire someone to take care of it, because a lot of people just ignore it. So you want to make sure that you have somebody overseeing it. But again, you can do it yourself if that's what you choose to do.
Okay. How do I know if I'm saving enough money for retirement?
The only way that I can answer that question is to say, have a retirement plan created, which will take into consideration when you want to retire, how much income you will need. We'll look at inflation and taxes, how Social Security is going to play into it, your current assets and savings. That plan will tell you if you're on track or not. And if you're not, it's great to make the changes now to get you on track because you want to do that sooner than later. So my answer to that would be actually to sit down with a financial planner and have that plan put together.
So what if the market's down? Should I panic? Should I continuously look at my 401k? What do you recommend that I do?
I guess if you want to drive yourself crazy, but the answer to that would be no. Don't panic. Don't react emotionally. You want to make logical decisions. So let's just say that you decided to sell in a down market and you said, okay, I'm going to sell and I'm going to wait for it to recover and then I'm going to hop back in. I can pretty much guarantee you're going to pick the wrong time to get back in. If you are investing for the long term, historically, the market has recovered and the investors that hung in recoup their funds. If you're panicking because you need the money next month or next year or in 3 years, then it shouldn't have been in the market in the first place. So don't panic. Just kind of take a deep breath. And that's another reason to work with a financial planner because they are there to hold your hand. They're there to help you make decisions about when to get in, when to get out, when to make changes.
That makes sense.
So, Patty, can I ask you a question?
Of course you can.
So, based on your questions, I hear that you're concerned about if you're saving enough for retirement and if you should consider hiring a financial planner. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, I would suggest that you set up a meeting with 3 different financial planners, and how you can find them is by asking your family and friends who they're using and if they like them and if they've responsive to them. So are they calling them when the market is down? Are they keeping in touch with them? And then go sit down and meet with them and ask them their investment philosophy, ask them how they get paid. Make sure that they're going to educate you and not just tell you what to do. You also want to be educated. So the important thing is just to get started. So Patty, do you have any other questions for me?
No, Paula, thank you. You've answered everything. I think I have a good foundation and I think I know where I'm going to start.
I really, really appreciate you being on the show today. If anybody would like to reach out to me, if you have any more questions about how to hire a financial planner, you can reach me at paula@paulachristine.com, or you can check out my website at paulachristine.com. Thanks again, Patty, for joining us today.
You're welcome, Paula. Thank you so much for having me.